It's J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. Saturday, March 26th in Oakland, California. It's the return to HBO for super middleweight king Andre Ward, moving up to 175 pounds to the light heavyweight division to take on light heavyweight undefeated contender Sullivan Barrera in a matchup that many people are anticipating. It is a very good matchup between these two fighters. It's a test for both men. Sullivan Barrera has never faced anyone of the caliber of Andre Ward, but he is a very big light heavyweight with a very good amateur pedigree from that Cuban national team. Now, Andre Ward is the one with the better skill set. He has the quicker hands, the boxing skills, and also that ring IQ. He is going to be the one in there with the most experience at this level. He is the one that is expected to be the favorite to win this fight. But it's a tough task. He's never faced someone this big in the professional rankings before. He's facing a guy that will basically be 190 pounds when he steps into the ring. So it's going to be a tough fight, a very good fight. Who implements their game plan is what's it going to come down to. Now, Barrera is a strong fighter with hard-hitting punching power, and he's also a very physical fighter with some decent skills.
And there's a double jab in the right hand.
He is trained by Abel Sanchez, who also trains Glenny Golovkin, and he will try to prepare Barrera for the toughest task of his career because, like I said, the hand speed of Andre Ward and that ring IQ is going to be key factor to victory for Andre Ward. Andre Ward is considered the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Right now, to me, the number one spot is vacant. No one should be crowned pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, but Andre Ward is the closest to it. He is definitely number 2 on my list as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world because of what he has accomplished throughout his career. This man is an outstanding amateur that won Olympic gold medal, and he also unified the titles in his pro career versus top opposition.
You know, I'm not going to get out of character, but I want a knockout in this fight. And I know he wants a knockout in this fight. He wants to win. He wants to try to, upset me because he's not the favorite. But this is a must-win for me. It's just simple as that.
Now, Andre Ward, if he defeats Sullivan Barrera, I expect him to make a return, possibly in July, to face another top undefeated light heavyweight contender in Ukrainian Shabatsky. Now, this is a guy in his last victory beat Yuniski Gonzalez, another good solid light heavyweight, and I believe that's the target for Rock Nation, to get Andre Ward another fight before he takes on the big super showdown against Sergey Kovalev this year in November. And I gotta tell you right now, if he faces 2 top undefeated light heavyweight contenders that are dangerous with very good punching power, and he's able to defeat them and take on Sergey Kovalev and beat him as well to take 3 of the major world titles to become the light heavyweight best fighter in the world, you gotta give Andre Ward the respect and dues as pound for pound number 1 spot in the world, and also perhaps fighter of the year for 2016, because those are 3 very hard, tough tasks for Andre Ward to face against very big men in this division. And Andre Ward has the skills to pull it off. So I can't wait for these fights to go and take place because it's going to be very interesting to see how Andre Ward performs at this level at 175 pounds. Now, moving along in Sheffield, England, it's the return of IBF welterweight undefeated champion Kell Brook taking on his mandatory challenger Kevin Bizier. This man should not be the mandatory for Kell Brook, and he should not even be fighting for a world title. But just like Tyson Fury was stripped of his IBF heavyweight title, Kell Brook does not want to be stripped of his world title. He worked hard to become world champion, so he has to face his mandatory in order to keep his title and hope to get bigger fights after this fight is done. Kell Brook has promised us that he is willing to come to the United States to take on the big challenges. He wants to fight Danny Garcia, and he also wants to fight the winner of Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. These are fights that he is looking for. He's also looking for perhaps Timothy Bradley if he could get past Manny Pacquiao. These are very big fights for Kell Brook to shine. I would love to see him up against Danny Garcia. That is a perfect matchup between two young welterweight stars that are undefeated and also that bring the unification of this division of its best fighters. And I believe that Kell Brook has a very good shot of beating Danny Garcia. These are two top fighters from across the pond that could bring a lot of excitement and a lot of fans from both sides of the pond to come and fight here in the United States to prove once again, like he did in the Sean Porter fight, that he is one of the very best welterweights in the world.
Those straight 1-2s are like sniper-like. I don't think Sean has the answer for it, that he has to take it from the champion.
The special one enjoying this very special moment.
And I expect Kell Brook to put on a demolishment performance against his mandatory Kevin Bizier and then move on to bigger and better things, perhaps against Danny Garcia. We know that Eddie Hearns, Brook's promoter, and Al Heyman, who manages Danny Garcia, work very closely. They were able to put together the Carl Frampton and Leo Santa Cruz fight. I believe that they will be able to put this fight together in the summer of 2016. So I wait and hope for boxing fans that this fight could come together between America and the British fans, because we will be very excited to see this fight take place. I would like to thank everyone who tuned in and listened to me and watched my videos. Please subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and also join that Facebook boxing group page, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon, Stan Clee Entertainment. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.